Hello everybody! My name's Stu. I'm one of the private tutors over here at PrepAgent.com. If you don't know who I am, I suggest that you go on and sign up for a premium membership at PrepAgent.com. There you could see live webinars from all of our instructors, including myself, every single week. You could watch a history of our past recordings, and you could also sign up, even if you're not a member, for one of our private tutoring sessions with someone like myself, or one of our other instructors, as well as some of the crash courses that we offer on the weekend. Now, I'm going to give you the answer to a question that I get asked all the time. Stu, what is the difference between title and deed? I really don't understand that, and I'll clarify that for you as simple as possible. Title is ownership. When you have title to the property, you have ownership. Whether that be real property, personal property, whatever it is, if you have title, you have ownership. Proof of title is proof of ownership. Now, what is a deed? Because a lot of people say, if I have the deed to the property, I have ownership. Nay, nay. A deed is not proof of ownership, because we just said title is proof of ownership. And a deed does not suffice as evidence of title. A deed is simply evidence that we've transferred title. So what does that mean? It means that title, or the ownership of the property, is transferred from one party to another. But there are some deeds, such as a quitclaim deed, where you cannot be sure if the person who was transferring title, the grantor, actually had title. Because in a quitclaim deed, you're actually saying, I may or may not own the property and I will not defend it against any claims. What's a claim? A claim would be something like someone saying, hey, I have title to the property, I have ownership. Okay, like a long-lost relative comes out from over there and they say, hey, I have some sort of ownership stake in that property. Okay, for all the other types of deeds, the grantor actually says, I have title to the property. But in a quitclaim deed, they do not. So a deed, the general definition of it is that it is proof or evidence that we have transferred title. It does not guarantee that the person that we were transferring title from, the grantor, actually had title. And keep in mind, title, proof of title, is actually ownership. Hope that helps you out a little bit. And remember, go on, hit that like button, hit subscribe. Really helps us out over here. And best of luck to everyone out there. Hello, everybody. My name's Stu. I'm one of the private tutors over at PrepAgent.com. If you don't know me, we should by now. But if you don't know me, head on over to PrepAgent.com, sign up for a premium membership. I teach weekly live webinars along with the other instructors. And whether you're a PrepAgent member or not, you're always welcome to sign up a la carte for private tutoring as well as our weekend crash courses. So even if you're not a member, don't feel left out, okay? And listen, stay till the end, because don't feel left out today, because I'm going to answer a really, really, really important question for everybody. The one that I think is really always gets people tripped up, and that is, what is a fixture? What is a fixture? A fixture is an item of personal property that has been converted into real property. Okay? So listen. This pen right here. Okay, this pen. Beautiful, beautiful little pen. Okay? This is personal property. It's movable. Okay? We also would call this chattel. Okay? And remember, if you've watched our channel enough, you know Joe always says, chattel, cattle, it's movable. Yeah, I could pick this up. I could do things with it. Okay? Now, if you have a piece of personal property, you can sometimes convert it into real property. So what would be an example of an item of personal property that has been converted into real property? Well, this desk that I have right here, okay, you can't really see the whole thing, but I actually have this built into the wall. I've attached it to the property. Now, there are several legal tests of a fixture. Before I get ahead of myself, what is a legal test? These are the questions that we apply to a certain item to see if it is actually a fixture, an item of personal property that's now real property, or if it's not. So let's use this desk. There's the acronym we use is Maria. M, the method of attachment, how it is attached. I actually have it bolted built into the wall. Okay, the adaptation of the item to the real estate. There are some items that have a unique adaptation to the real estate, which means that they go with it. Okay, such as maybe like a pool cover might not be attached, but because there's a unique adaptation to the real estate, it is going to go with it. Okay. The next is the relationship of the items to the parties. Is the relationship unique to that person where they maybe would have taken it with them, like there's some sort of sentimental value? Then there's I, which is the intentions of the parties attaching it. So what was the intention of the person? So when I built this desk into the wall, I was probably planning on leaving it, right? I mean, that's probably what you would think too. And the last one is any type of agreement. So we have M, method of attachment, A, adaptation of the item to the real estate, R, relationship of the item to the parties, I, intentions of the parties attaching it, and A, last one, is the agreement of the parties. So no matter what, even if it fails all those tests, those legal questions that someone would ask, and that someone would be the court system, basically you could always agree to say, you know what, it stays with the property. Let's say there's a basketball hoop outside, not attached to the property, but, you know, my kids came today, saw the property, and they absolutely love the basketball hoop. The basketball hoop has to stay. Guess what? You could agree that that is part of the real property. Or let's say you're a big sports buff, okay? Or let's say you're going into my office and you see maybe one of my fountain pens, okay? Or you're seeing my little Spider-Man in the corner. I don't know if you can see him, but I have my Spider-Man or my guitar. We could agree to make those part of the real property. So I hope that helps you out in understanding what is a fixture and how you could identify if an item, such as this built-in desk, is a fixture or if it's going to be personal property and it's going to move with the person. So remember, hit that like button, hit subscribe, and I'm going to see you all real soon.